Advisory Commission calls this 7,000-page report the biggest data dump that they've ever seen. Now, this is his hand-picked commission, and it's redacted. This is a commission supposed to read it, study it, and come up with recommendations, and they get a redacted report. Now, what does that tell us?
Well, everybody's compartmentalized, and everybody's just playing along with the peer pressure.
Yes, they are.
Just like the police officers on 9/11, were told, get back, they're going to blow up Building 7. It's on video. I heard it on CNN, heard it on CBS News. Have the video. The cops saying, get back, they're blowing it up. I'm not saying the cops blew it up. I've interviewed the police officers on this show that are on CNN saying, get back, they're going to blow it up. And they said, no, we were told on the radio, they're going to blow up Building 7, get back. And there was a countdown on the Red Cross radio. They were running it. And again, they use United Way, Red Cross as the CIA cutouts. If you look that up, that's mainstream news. And they were there telling the cops what to do that afternoon. Incredible. And they're there hearing the countdown. I've interviewed not one, but two. One of them was a EMT, the other a cop. And boy, did they get threatened over it. They wouldn't even do more interviews after it. And they go, no, we heard the countdown. And the Red Cross guy said, Morley, I got to just tell all you cops, get back. They're going to blow it up in a couple minutes. He goes, I'm not supposed to tell you this. And then the countdown. And the cops are like, countdown? So the cops are like, get back, get back. And then the media spins it, you're saying the cops blew up the World Trade Centers. And no, all I know is it's on CNN. Cops going, get back, they're going to blow that building up. They weren't even brought in on it. They got told by people warning them who were compartmentalized. And it's just so incredible. I don't mean to get off into another subject, Wolfgang. It's just that I've seen this over and over again, how the compartmentalization works.
I agree, but I think Alex, we've never had a time in our history where Sandy Hook, the school massacre, the biggest illusion ever portrayed by Homeland Security and FEMA, it can bring down the house. I think America, I cannot tell America, this is probably our only chance to unite and come together and look for the truth. And this house needs to fall because Sandy Hook is taking away our guns across the country. Sandy Hook is messing with our freedom of speech. That's not the America that you and I know, Alex. And
they raise hundreds of millions of dollars, billions in the case of 9/11, collecting money off of people's goodwill and then giving it to anti-gun groups. The United Way is an anti-gun cesspit.
It is, and I hope nobody ever donates another dime to United Way until they answer every question.
Well, I mean, there's already been so many scandals about United Way. I mean, more than half the money goes to the executives.
That's true. I just saw that one.
I'll tell you, a good charity is the Salvation Army. Are they involved in any way locally up there?
Are you ready? Salvation Army is not even one of the 39 nonprofits listed. Do you know why? Because they're a good organization, as you just mentioned. They're not involved.
That's right. It's always the same players.
It's the same players. And, when you have 8 police officers, forcibly stopping me from just going in with an attorney, and when they have in their hand the IRS regulations, something is seriously
By the way, that was really a false detainment or false arrest. That's a civil rights violation.
Well, we're working on that. But you know what? Here's the one that really got me. You have no right to be on their property. Alex, I want you to listen to the police officers. Captain, you have no right to be on their property. It's public. You can only be here if they invite you. Now, tell me if there's something wrong with that one.
Yeah, when you're a public, open charity that operates and says that they're an open operation, under the state and federal bylaws, they're supposed to let people in to examine things.
Absolutely, and you don't have to make an appointment. He says, well, you don't have an appointment. I said, where does it say in the IRS regulations that I have to have an appointment?
Well, how are they waiting for you to get there? That's another thing.
Yeah, they actually knew we were coming.
Yeah, well, what you do is you know what to do. You wait till they go and then come back.
I know. But the thing is, too, when we traveled from Danbury over to the Newtown Police Department to meet with the police chief, Mike Kehoe, Danbury had already notified the police chief in Newtown that we were coming. This is just unbelievable. Oh,
they're all working together. It's a cover-up, no doubt. Well, they better watch it. Listen, we're going to come back and play the report that we put together, and it's got your comments powerful information to the school board. Thank you for the work that you're doing, sir. We'll continue to track everything you're up to, and God bless you.
Okay. Thank you, Alex.
You bet. There goes Wolfgang Halbig, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got his website up on screen for radio listeners, though it's just really important for you to go and visit the site, and we'll put that site again back up on screen. Now, continuing here, ladies and gentlemen, we've got big breaking news up on Infowars.com. We first saw rumblings of this last week, but it's just like Obama is making money off the Arab Spring in Egypt. That came out through Kenya, laundering the money. Joe Biden's son appointed to board of Ukraine's largest gas producer. Unbelievable. Joe Biden's son, just like the son of Harry Reid making money off the solar farms with the Chinese government in Nevada, now part of this multi-billion-dollar company. Just incredible graft.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
When the day comes where the world changes forever, you can be ready at a moment's notice. With Survivalist Camps, the ultimate fully functional off-the-grid survival bug-out house that's completely mobile and ready to go. All the comforts of an RV, but custom built to outlast any other trailer. Learn more at survivalistcamps.com. Due to overwhelming response, limited inventory is available. Be ready with survivalistcamps.com. Survivalist Camps, providing your basic needs to survive.
It's time for a home security quiz. What effective home security device is smaller than a coffee cup, fakes out burglars into thinking someone is home at your house while you're away, plugs into any wall outlet, is recommended by many police departments, and sells for less than $30? Yes, it's Fake TV. This year, about 1 in every 50 U.S. homes will have a break-in, with burglars usually picking the easy target, a dark house that looks like no one is home. Fake TV is a small electronic security device that makes it look like someone is home watching TV by simulating the light from a real TV. Fake TV could be the difference between coming home to a secure house or one that's been ransacked. To get your Fake TV for only $29.95 with free shipping, go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388 or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
A chemical spill contaminating the water supply in 9 West Virginia counties.
This year alone, over 300,000 people in West Virginia had their drinking water contaminated.
What are the health effects of having these drugs in our drinking water?
It's forced medical treatment without the consent of residents.
My friends, water filtration is one of the most basic actions you can take to protect you and your family from the harmful toxins and heavy metals in your tap water.
On average, the county says it sprays with the glyphosate at least once a week.
Few filters cut out the glyphosate that is found in water supplies worldwide. Remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, hydrofluorosilicic acid, sodium hexafluorosilicate.
Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste.
It is our responsibility to protect our families. The establishment's not going to do it. It's time to take action. It's time to filter our water. Visit InfoWarsStore.com and use promo code WATER to get 10% off their entire family of incredible products. Or call toll-free 888-253-3139. Imagine Discovery Channel coming out and demonizing Halbig, who's been one of the top school safety experts in the country. I mean, he really is famous in that area and been on Good Morning America, Dateline as an expert, you name it. Been the head of security for major universities, major school districts. He goes to speak to him, and the media goes, oh, conspiracy theorist shut down. Newtown School Board shuts down conspiracy theorist. And he's like, no rescue helicopters, weird police reports. I mean, it's fake. Blue screens, it's fake. Again, we don't know what's going on. He goes further and says it's just completely fake. I don't know. You got parents laughing, going, watch this, and then going, method acting, going, child. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You got coroners that start laughing, and I don't mean uncomfortably. I mean, like, laughing with the state police when they're giving press conferences. I mean, it just is the fakest thing since the $3 bill. And you better get ready for more of it, folks. Now, let's go to his 3 minutes to the school board there in Connecticut.
My name is Wolfgang Helbig. I'm from Lake County, Florida, a town called Sorrento, Florida. I'm a national school safety consultant. For the last 25 years, I've traveled the country. And you look at me like I'm here today to create a problem. That's the last thing I want to do. You have an incident that happened on December 14, 2012. As tragic as it was, it got national attention, worldwide attention. I was one of the first people in my community to donate money to your cause. Let me tell you something, when tragedy strikes in any community, the first thing you can do is give money, because it takes money to heal. It took me about a week and a half to get over the shock as to what I saw at Sandy Hook. Board members, I contacted the superintendent 2 days after the incident. I offered and extended any help they might need. And because I train people on incident command, this is what I do for a living. And I was offering my help. I sent an email. I have sent emails to each one of you board members. I've contacted the superintendent's office, the director of facility. Ladies and gentlemen, not one phone call back from your district. Not one FOI request that you responded to. You had a man sitting here from the Freedom of Information Act giving you a lesson on what is documents that should be released under public records. And yes, to this day, you have refused to answer phone calls, and you have refused to answer my FOI requests. And you're a public education. Do you not teach character education? You use the word honesty in your presentation. Where's the honesty in this room? No matter how tragic that event might have been, people in America deserve the truth. Because guess what? There isn't a school district in America that wants another Sandy Hook happen in their district, not private or parochial. And ladies and gentlemen, the questions I ask are not offensive to any parent who lost a child that day. They're not offensive to the Connecticut State Police. They're not offensive to anyone. They're such simple questions. Why no trauma helicopters?
All right, folks.
Why would you not let
we're going to come back and play the rest of it, and then we have our other guests joining us and a bunch of other news. But remember, this is a government caught secretly sterilizing hundreds of thousands of Americans. It's a government caught doing secret medical experiments on blacks, whites, from the Appalachians to Georgia, from Northern California to Texas. These are globalists. They will do anything. Of course they would stage something like this to blame us and get our guns. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We've got more on Joe Biden's son carving up Ukraine. Got to be a good deal, man.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications.
Your daddy's the vice president. They take over a country. You get a piece of it. In the last 50 years, iodine has been phased out of our staple foods and replaced with the halogen bromine, a practice now banned in nations around the world. Guess what else is in the halogen family? Fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Jones here. In 1924, the federal government did the right thing and encouraged salt producers to add iodine. It's the good halogen on the periodic table. And the results are on record, reports documented. A 15-point IQ increase in areas that had previously been deficient in iodine. Bottom line, iodine is important. Unbound, clean, in a glycerin base. Nascent iodine was the answer for myself and my family. You will find Survival Shield Nascent Iodine exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com. InfoWars Life Survival Shield Nascent Iodine isn't just for emergencies. I take it every day. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
We Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.